Welcome to Photoplay's YouTube channel and welcome to Tuesdays with Tina. My name is Tina Smith and I have a fun, exciting project to share with you. We're using the 12 by 12 Anchors Aweigh Collection pack along with the coordinating Anchors Aweigh Ephemera pack. This kit has some fun pattern papers, and today we're going to make a relax card with it. Even though this is kind of a cruise themed kit, I wanted to share with you a project that can be versatile. So let's jump in and pick out some pattern papers. We're actually going to be using 4 pattern papers on our card today. I'm going to name them off because most of your favorite craft stores will sell these individually. We have Portside. Portside, we're going to use this lovely distressed print along with the stripes on the background. We're also going to be using the Hello Adventure, and we're going to be using just a small piece of the On Cruise Control pattern paper for our card today. I trimmed mine down from 12 by 12 sheets to just half size to show you which papers I'm going to be using. I'm going to use my paper trimmer and trim down some panels, and we're also going to be doing some embossing. I'm going to bring in a polka dot stamp set from Photoplay Paper Say It With Stamps. This is the big dot background polka dot stamp, and I'm going to use this and create a background of polka dots on vellum. I'm using a heavyweight piece of vellum to do some embossing with this stamp set. And I only need a 1 3/4 inch strip by 5 1/4 inch strip. But I like having extra stamped vellum because this is a full-size stamp in my crafty stash for other projects. I'm going to use my anti-static powder tool. We're going to go over the vellum. I'm going to use my watermark ink, and we're just going to ink up these polka dots. We're going to use that stripe pattern paper, and I always think stripe paper and polka dots go really well together. Okay, press this down really good. I think we're good to go. I'm going to bring in some white embossing powder. We're going to go over these polka dots. I'm going to use my heat gun and we'll melt these polka dots. Okay, so we have a background with white polka dots. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer and I'm going to trim down a 1 3/4 inch strip by 5 1/2 inches. Today's card is going to have lots of layers, and so I trimmed down a piece of the stripe paper. This measures 4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches tall. We're going to go ahead and adhere this to our card base. We'll just tack this down. And then I have 2 panels. This panel measures 3 1/2 inches wide by 4 1/4 inches tall. And then this panel is slightly smaller. It measures 3 1/4 inches wide by 4 inches tall. What we're going to do is mat these together, and we're going to layer them on the front of our card. Okay, now I have this strip of pattern paper. I left it 12 inches, and this is a 12 inch by ½ inch strip. And I did that because I like that it says leisurely morning coffee. There's a checklist, and then visit the spa. I wanted that to show, for the most part, on the very bottom of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and add some tape behind here. I'm going to line it up and tack this down so you can see those words here. And then anything that's overhanging, we're just going to use some scissors and trim away the excess. Okay, I have our polka dot. Our polka dot paper is going to go right down the middle here. So let's go ahead and adhere this. And I love that it adds a little bit of softness to the card. Okay, now I went through my Anchors Aweigh Ephemera pack, and this is actually the frame and then this inside piece. I kept it together. It came inside a larger frame, but I like the way this looks all together. So we're going to go ahead and flip this over. I'm going to put some foam tape behind here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the release paper, and I'm going to tack this down in the center of the card. For our card today, we're not going to use too many stickers. I am going to use the greeting that says relax. And then I'm also going to use this little sticker with the anchor on it. And then I'm going to trim out some pattern paper. We'll just adhere that. The pattern paper that I'm using was the one that we used to mat this piece on. Okay, it has that real pretty watercolor look on the back. I thought the pinky corally color goes really good with this image here. Now I'm going to take this, flip this over, I'm going to mat this on some white circle that I die cut out. We're going to do a little bit of layering. And then I'm going to create a tag with this. Make sure this is centered. Okay, I'm going to create a tag with this, so we're going to bring in a hole punch and an eyelet. Punch a hole right at the top of that anchor. And then I'm going to bring in a white eyelet, and I'm going to thread some white twine through here also. Now we have a little tag for our card. Before we adhere this, I want to add my relax, and this is going to go at an angle right across that frame. I did put foam tape behind it. I just used some thin foam tape strips. I'm just going to remove the release paper and we'll adhere this. I'm going to bring in a small foam square. We're going to put it behind our tag. And then I'm going to put this in this bottom corner. And then to finish off my card, I'm bringing in a little bit of glaze. I'm going to go over the greeting. This is going to just add a little bit of shine. I'm also going to go over my anchor here. I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to that glaze with some glitter, just a little bit on the bottom area, and also the anchor. Okay, I'm going to tap away any loose glitter. And when the glaze dries, the glitter will be sealed in there. But that will finish my card today using the Photoplay Papers Anchors Aweigh 12 by 12 collection. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you soon.